and try to drum up some.
Ooh, audio recording. We need an audio recording tonight.
We do need audio recording.
Without that, we have no show.
All right, let me see. Okay, so apparently I cannot change the. You like that one better? That's festive.
Oh, won't let me choose that. Why is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just so everybody knows out there, we're getting ready to start recording our podcast.
You're a little
They're out there in YouTube. Fuck, I don't care. Fuck these people. I mean, no.
I'm talking about my headphones. You're killing me.
All right. So should I turn it?
You're a little hot on the recording as well. I mean, it's not terrible.
Right,
you're good. You're good. I can back my headphones down a ton.
Literally, dude, my gain is all the way.
Leave it alone.
Wait, let me see if I turn it. Is this getting worse?
No, leave it alone. Leave it alone. You're fine. Because you and I are at a similar level, so we'll work with it. I just have to remember not to scream like an idiot. Hey, that's pretty slick.
That's fuck. This is awesome. My fucking iPad needs to update. Won't fucking do shit. Fucking killing me.
Audio's going.
We're going to head and share this to Facebook's. All right. Let's see. Come on. All right, fucking update. What the fuck? Really, the app needs to update.
Never update an app on show day. Unless you have to.
Well, I got no fucking choice.
Okay.
It's time to go. Fuck it.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Let's just go. Yeah, just fuck it. We got to go.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
That's right.
All right. Hold on to your pants. We're getting ready to go. This week on the Media Virus Podcast. Oh no, the wrong nose is brown. NYPD employee gives boss a holiday lap dance. Professor hides cash prizes on campus to see who reads his syllabus. And we didn't do it, shouts the infection team on hearing of the labor shortage. It's from retiring boomers, not the lazy millennials. It's the Media Virus Podcast. let's point and laugh at the world burning around us. With executive producer Mike Latoris.
There's a fancy doctoring word, butt crack.
Featuring the diversity duo Stanley McFadden and the lovely and talented Doctor.
Shut the fuck up, Maddie.
And now, spreading the sage nihilism of an aged Gen Xer, your host and mine, the star of our show, the incomparable Maddie Rockdeath.
So anyway.
Damn. Do we have a festive show for you this week? I am Maddie Rockdeath. This is the Media Virus Christmas ExtraFUCKkanza. With me as always is the Reverend and Professor Mike Latoris. Mike, how you doing today, man?
Good evening, everybody. I am fine. Gluteal cleft. Gluteal cleft. That is a fancy doctrine word for butt crack.
Gluteal cleft is a fancy doctrine word for butt crack.
Yeah, I thought that, there's some things that we haven't addressed for a while, so I thought we'd address them. That's one of them. So,
yeah, every once in a while we have to remind, new listeners or fill in new listeners on the inside joke. It's great that we make these inside jokes all the time. But what do they mean? Where does that come from? What is this? Well, we were talking about, oh shit, it's the same. Oh Christ. Juliet's going, you guys, like it's the same one every time. I did not invite Juliet to the chat. Because it's the same one every time, and I guarantee you she's not. Oh, here she is.
Bing bong. Yeah, she was just waiting for you to let her in.
Oh,
I think.
Welcome to the program, Scorpion Goddess, Juliet Everett, sitting in on our Christmas special. How you doing, Juliet?
I am ready for Tipsy Tarot because I'm a little tipsy.
That's very, very exciting. And one of the what Mike and I were just talking about.
And we lost the boss. We're going to give him a minute. And as soon as he gets back, I'm going to ask him if he would please give me permissions so I can share my screen with you tonight. Forgot to do that before showtime. I usually say, hey, can I have permission? And I didn't. But one of the things that we're going to talk about tonight is the evolution of Tipsy Tarot and how that came to be. So we're going to ask you some questions about that. Because as new people come to the show, I want them to understand why we do the things we do and how we do the things we do.
I'm excited about it.
So am I. I'm going to learn stuff.
You want to learn some stuff?
Yeah, I'm going to learn some stuff.
Let's see if I'm in the teaching state of mind.
Yeah. Are you still with us there, Rock Death?
I think I was gone for a while.
You were.
I was. Absolutely. What's that?
I said show
There
enough.
he is.
Yeah, so what I was trying to close things out on my phone, and I closed out the Zoom.
You did.
I did.
While I'm thinking about it, could you make me co-host so I can share my screen and stuff throughout the show?
Oh yeah, there's so much stuff that I apparently did not take care of.
Well, I forgot to ask, so I did bring jingle bells though.
You did, and that's really what else could you want? Speaking of jingle bells, I mean, like I said, it is our Christmas special, and that's right. And I made a little thumbnail there. It's sitting behind Mike. I'm very proud of. Juliet, did you see the thumbnail behind Mike?
I saw when you sent it to the chat.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I sent
funny.
it.
I love it. I love everything about it.
If I do just right, I can cover up the tree. Looks like he's pissing in my ear.
So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be pushing the top three, all the shit that we mentioned in the top three teaser. That's going to go to B Block, and that'll be out. If you're listening to the audio podcast, that'll be out tomorrow, Christmas Day, but this is Christmas Eve. And we had some fun plans. And so two things that we're going to be doing in this block is the first thing is, well, I don't know what's first. I'd prefer to get to the Santa interview, but we're going to remind people what Tipsy Tarot is and why it started and basically just kind of, talk about your journey over the past year. Cause I think it's been about a year.
Yep.
Since you started. So, let's, you guys want to get into that a little bit? Also our BBC correspondent, that is the greatest background. I'm just taking a look at it now. Stanley McFadden, please welcome BBC coordinator. Stanley is muted. Okay, he has unmuted himself.
What up, bitches?
Eating, I think. What are you eating, Big Daddy?
Cheese, Rangoon,
Oh.
and a protein shake.
Did you take the stuff that they fill Rangoons with and wrap cheese around it?
It's basically cream cheese with in a puff pastry.
Yep.
And a protein shake.
What, like?
Yeah,
crab
no,
rangoons?
I've had crab Rangoons. They're delicious.
Yeah, it's same thing.
But it's
Same
just-
thing, just cream cheese.
Little celery, onion, and cream cheese.
Okay.
You know what I discovered? You want something delicious? Take the spreadable cream cheese and just mix it with sugar. And just mix it up real good.
Damn.
I
It
don't
is
like that texture.
Fucking
That sounds
delicious.
awful to
So-
me.
It's
That
better
is
than any cream. It's any better than any.
diabetes.
So for a
There
guy like
any-
you, Stan, you might want to add some
Cheesecake.
salt to that, and you could die twice. You could have diabetes and hypertension all in one.
No, but it's okay because you're doing it before you put the egg in because you're making
Double
cream
whammy.
cheese. So before you put the egg in, so it's healthy because you don't want to eat raw egg. That's right. That's
Wow.
It's like cheesecake, but not really.
that's right.
All right. I guess we'll talk a little bit with Juliet about Tipsy Tarot. The first time we had Juliet on, it was as a guest, and Tipsy Tarot wasn't even a thing. Juliet was one of Doc's students, and we booked her as a guest because we thought it was interesting that she read tarot. And
And she had the shop, and she had the Instagram thing going on. So,
Yep.
so it was, it seemed like a cool conversation to have. And then we noticed that we could piss her off real easy. So it was like, oh well, let's have her on every month, right?
Well, there's a little more to it than that. I think anyway. One of the way it kind of came to be is we thought it'd be great to have her on and do a reading. And we realized that when we invited her in, we invited her into our show. And at the time we were all drinking on the show. And I quickly realized that to effectively produce the show, I needed to stop doing that shit because the shows were starting to suck. But
The introduction was literally what you drinking.
yeah,
And then we would
segment.
go into like whatever our drinking was, and then it was. I think I proposed it that she just gets drunk.
Yeah,
I think you came up with the name. I was just like, why don't you just come on? You'll get hammered and do a reading.
and what we found was, as Juliet drinks a bit,
Oh God.
she gets a little foul mouthed. So we have this tarot reader, and she's got this great Boston accent. But if you get a couple of drinks in her, she sounds like she's this miserable bitch from Southie screaming your tarot at you, and it's so awesome. I mean, that's honestly where I felt the joke was in the bit, and I still love it. I love to just listen back to Tipsy Tarot because you sort of, when you hear tarot reading, you're like, oh, the gypsy lady's gonna read my cards, and it does. I mean, it's not, and I think that's a great. I think that's what makes the bit for me.
And then it progressed from there that we were having her on every 4 weeks. once a month. And then we were always talking about, lunar cycles and it got me to thinking, it also throws the balance of the show off. We have 3 guys on the show with 1 girl. Once you throw in another girl, we're outnumbered. I know
Not by count.
I know women think, oh, there's only the 2 of us against the 3 of them. We're outmatched. We're outwitted. We're fucked. The whole show is going to be about fucking tampons now. So we kind of gotta let it happen. Right. So that's where that time of the month is, whenever I would introduce Tipsy Tarot, I'd be like, oh, it's that time of the month again, for the Scorpion goddess too. So as you listen from here forward, or if you go back and listen to some of Juliet's previous episodes, they are very, very good. Also, most of our most popular episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys should have me on all the time then. People come and listen.
I think, see, that's the thing is, here's the thing is, I don't think you and I could stand each other full time.
That's because you're.
I think that you and I would clash, and I'd have to tell you, I didn't hear what you said because I wasn't listening.
You never listen. That's why. But the
reason
why, but
it's the host's job to talk.
Shut up, Maddie.
Not to listen.
And I'm Scorpio, so we're opposites. So we will bump heads naturally because of that. And my rising is Taurus, so I'm gonna come off like a bull, anyways, like you. But unlike you, I am more open to what other people have to say, and I listen. So it'll be more of you.
See, here's the thing. I listen just.
You just
afterwards.
Said you listen.
No, afterwards, in my car.
Matt listens.
I listen to the podcast. I listen to everything you tried to say, and I listen. I go through that. I go like, all right, I know I cut her off, or I know I cut this person. This will happen to me. It's like I cut them off. It's like, and I was like, I should really work on that. And then I'll be trying to fucking lay a joke down, and nobody will fucking let me finish. And I'll be like, you know what? Fuck them. I'm not fixing me.
I'm not
to please them. I'm not the right. It's not the problem. Isn't me. So that's what I mean. It was just I love having you on the show, but I also I feel like I kind of lose control of the show a little bit, and I'd like to reach through the phone and kind of maybe strangle you. But
it's because I'm very dominant. We talked about this last time I was on. I have a very dominant personality, but I am reserved. But when I have something to say, people know I'm in the room.
Right. I'm that old bull that's in the corner that he's just laying there. He won't fuck with you. You fuck with him, you're going to have a fucking problem. Like that bull's going to get and once he gets it might take him a minute.
It's like the one in the cartoons that talks his horns.
I love Tauruses. I really do. I have a lot of Taurus, like my mom and my grandfather Taurus. So there's a lot of Taurus energy already. But I like the energy that Tauruses bring to to the world. They're very sturdy, but they're also, just like you said, don't fuck with me. And you guys are also very protective too. So I love Tauruses. But you guys are also very I'm just trying to chill and nap.
Lazy.
Bother. Yep. No, see, that's a misconception.
It's lazy. Lazy's a poor term.
But they love to relax and be, what's the word? I'm a little tip. It's like wine and dine, but a different word.
69.
That too.
So
Taurus can be very sensual beings.
I think one of the things that, even after a year, I have some interest in how it comes together, because I tend to listen back to what you have to say in the playback more so, because while you're doing most of what you're doing, while I'm hearing it and I am listening, I'm not digesting it as well as I probably could, because I'm doing other things. I'm getting the next segments ready. I'm getting things lined up, but. In the past, you've mentioned your spirit guides. You've mentioned you talk a lot about astrology, and I know the readings actually come from the cards, and what the cards, where the cards kind of send you. There's certain meanings attached to each card, and the things that are represented on each card, which you actually do a great job of explaining in real time as we go. But just walk us through the process of, okay, now you've got a couple drinks in you, and I play your music, and I say, okay, get your cards out, it's time. What happens for you? What happens there? Because we all know what the readings are.
So to start with, I do want to say that with readings, you're gonna get a variety of different readers, and I think there is an issue in the tarot community where people claim that they're a tarot reader, but they only know book value versus intuitive readings. And I have learned both, but I go more with my intuition and what my intuition says, and what the card itself could per se mean. But when I'm doing these readings on here, just before it's about to happen, I get a little nervous sometimes because I'm like, okay. I get nervous because one, the spotlight being on me, I'm not really a fan of it. And the reason why I'm not really a fan of it, it's I like the fantasy of it, but when it happens, I don't really like it because I'm going to go on astrology a little bit. Being a Scorpio and having a lot of Scorpio / 8th house placements, which are Scorpio ruled, means that I don't want to be the center of attention. I want to be in the back, but I know what the fuck is going on. So when everyone knows, I don't want people knowing shit about me. I want to know everything. I want to know nobody knowing about me. So when I do the readings, it makes me feel like I'm in this kind of vulnerable state. But at the same time, once it starts coming, once I say 5 words, then it just kind of flows out, and I'm in my mode most of the time. And I don't know, I like seeing that when I'm doing my readings, I know what I'm saying is just coming out and flowing. I trust 100% in what's happening, even if I don't understand what the hell I'm talking about. And I've noticed that when I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, that's when my best readings end up actually happening, especially with one-on-one clients, which is most of the time. But I really enjoy when I do the readings and then there's feedback where one of you guys is kind of sits back a little bit, is oh shit, and is oh, this is for me, okay, and I like hearing the feedback. I've noticed last week I was saying something and Big Daddy actually reacted that I picked that I saw for the first time, because usually I'm on my phone and Big Daddy is the last person to come in, so he's on the 5th camera, so I can only see 4. But this time I saw you, and I know I said something, you were and it was when I said something about 3 years in relationships, and you kind of and I like when I'm doing a reading, I can see that the other person or people are feeling, and it's resonating, and they're okay, this makes sense for me. And then the dots are starting to connect, because when I'm doing readings, it's not to be I have all the answers. I don't have all the fucking answers, but what I do have is guidance and insight to give to people. And when I see people perceiving that, that's what I love, and that's what really makes me happy.
So there was one night in particular that struck me. I don't even remember what the topic was, but you had said something, and you started to laugh, and there was nothing to laugh at. I mean, at least we didn't realize it at first. And you made the comment, and it stuck with me. And this is one of the reasons I wanted to ask you some questions tonight. You said, my spirit guides are all laughing at me. And then and it was kind of for you, it was a throwaway comment. And you went on and we talked about whatever you were talking about, but that was interesting to me. I mean, so when you get in the zone, I mean, is it just a feeling of who's there? Is it so you're not playing to a studio audience? I mean, it's just a gut feeling of these spirits around you.
Yeah, what I get is I don't actually hear sounds.
Right. No,
when I say I'm hearing them laughing, I can it's that energy of you fucking dumbass, we know what's going on, and it's I can tell it's funny for them,
Mhm.
And so I'm like, okay, like it's more of a feeling that I get.
Sure.
I work through feelings.
It was interesting to me that you commented out loud about that. And then the other question I have is, when you read us monthly, I mean, we're 4 or 5 of us on a Zoom call versus when you're reading for someone in particular. And you always preface the fact that you're not only reading for us, but the audience and for. So, is there a difference in the place where you go, I guess, mentally or spiritually to start that reading? Is there a different level of concentration, or is it just, okay, this is how I'm doing it, and a a solid decision, and off you go?
Um, I think just like I get a little nervous sometimes. But once I just stop talking, like I said, like I just get into that flow of things, and then I'm in my own place. Like everything else is kind of irrelevant until
Yeah.
then I look up. I'm like, oh yeah. And like another thing to kind of throw in too is like I know I've mentioned a few times, but I have ADHD, so it's so easy for me to get distracted. I'm like, wait, what the fuck was I talking about again? So that's another thing that like makes me nervous before I do my readings live, because I can't just like pause and get whatever my distraction is out and get back into it. Because usually never mind. But like it's just like the distractions and stuff that kind of throw me off. But like when I'm doing a reading, I really like doing general readings. Those are my favorite to do. But when I'm doing a reading for like a person, if I have an actual connection with them, the readings will come out more, I guess like that more information will come out, because I can be like, okay, when I see these cards in this story that they're saying, this makes sense for you because I understand this situation, so I can understand more of what the cards are trying to say and the direction it's going in, versus like I have 2 options that I do for readings. I'll either do a pre-recorded reading or a live reading. Pre-recorded readings, the reason why I like those is because, again, with the distractions, I can pause when I'm recording and then I can listen back and I'm like, okay, I remember what the fuck I was talking about, and then go back into it. But with the live readings, what I like is when I'm doing a live one reading with somebody, I'll go into something and then they can be like, oh yeah, like this, and this. And I'm like, okay, so that's why I was seeing this right here. And then I can connect better. So it has more of that personal touch where I can get more in there. But again, with the whole, like my distracting stupid ass ADHD really is a pain in the ass a lot of the times.
So, speaking of a personal touch, your cat is washing its ass right behind
Oh,
you,
you
and
can
like
see him? Yeah.
That does.
getting in there.
Yeah.
Now we do have another interview lined up for this block. So
We do.
Oh, we
let's.
do?
Yeah, we do. I don't know if you've ever been on the same show as staff writer Bill, but
I did once, and he was in McDonald's because he didn't have Wi-Fi for whatever reason. So you're staying
because he's too cheap to pay for it. Staff writer Bill is a very unique individual, and so and he sat down for an interview with a pretty famous guy.
Yeah.
Not going to brag, but the guy he's known worldwide. Let's.
I thought my Michael Jackson collector interview that's coming up on the 19th of January, it was a good get, but I think staff writer Bill has me beat here, because staff writer Bill has interviewed Santa Claus.
Hey guys, this is staff writer Bill here, and I'm here with Shitty Santa. And today we're gonna talk about Christmas.
Get the fuck off me.
Fuck.
Hand me the bell.
So,
Merry fucking Christmas, Bill.
you're welcome.
Billiam.
So, I heard that Santa died last year, and now you're the new Santa Claus.
Yeah, Santa died of COVID. You know, he had all the risk factors. He was sold A lot of people didn't know this. Diabetic.
Old diabetic.
Old and diabetic. Everybody was leaving cookies and shit out for him. And he didn't want to, that was another thing too, is his sugar was always running so goddamn high all through January. All right, he almost lost a leg.
So here's the question. If you're the new Santa, does that mean you get the reindeer and Mrs. Claus?
Well, I did get the reindeer. Mrs. Claus, she ain't no beauty no more. I mean, that ass is kind of saggy. Her tits are nice. Still nice tits.
Nice tits?
But her ass is kind of saggy, and it's, and she's such a bitch all the fucking time. Just nagging.
So does that mean you get your eyes on the elves?
Well, no, the elves, we had to put down the elves because, there's only so many elves like in the world. The inbreeding becomes too much, and the offspring becomes sterile with huge jaws. Big jaws. Yeah, we had these huge jawed elves running around with, and they couldn't function on any, towards the end, you couldn't teach them nothing. They would just literally fling their own poo. The workshop was just literally a huge toilet. So then we reached out to China, and some of those, were able to commandeer some of those sweatshops for our own use.
So I heard that there's a war on coal right now, and that it might be pretty valuable to get coal for Christmas. So a lot of people don't see it as punishment anymore.
Well, you could look at it. People always look to, I got coal in my... You were able to keep your family warm for at least 20 minutes with a coal in your stocking.
That's true.
And nobody ever thought about that. Nobody ever... That's why coal in the stocking is a punishment. Because if you were a good kid, you'd be like, look, Mommy, I got coal. We can be warm. Maybe Grandpa will live. But no, I got coal in my stocking. And these kids today, they don't even get, they don't even care. They don't even know what coal is. They're all worried about their fucking carbon footprints. Yeah.
So I heard there's some major cost-cutting initiatives at the North Pole right now. I heard with the raise in property values, you've been selling off some land you don't need. I heard that, the reindeer have been dropped off at the butcher shop. I hear things real. It's not like it used to be up there.
No, it's not like it used to be. We don't even need the fucking reindeer anymore. I mean, there's limitless ways of getting things from one place to another. You don't need some fat guy in a sled once. You're fucking up the how many airplanes that almost hit me? And I figured out after a while, I'm the asshole, right? Because they don't expect me there. There's millions of people trying to get to where they're going, and there I am fucking flying around. Anyway, so we just cut that shit out. Yeah, I had Vixen steaks the other night. They were fucking delicious.
Oh, dude, that's probably really good.
They were.
Did they drop that breaking and entering charge from last year?
Yeah, well, I made the mistake of going down the chimney of an atheist, and I called the cops. It was a whole big thing. I explained to the cops. I said, look, I'm fucking Santa Claus. And, but I think it was the fact that I had all of his silverware in my bag that...
Was it real silver?
It was real silver.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's free. It's with the cookies and milk,
I'm like,
right?
right. Well, that's the thing. I've been dropping shit off to this fuck's house. I've been saying, right. And I didn't know he was...
Is he 50?
How can you be an atheist and every Christmas wake up with a fucking Christmas present that you didn't buy for yourself? So you go, how did this Christmas present get here? Oh, maybe it fucking evolved there. It was a miracle.
I heard that there is somebody more important on Christmas than you. And I want to know if this is true. They're telling me that there's this guy named Jesus Christ, and he's our Lord and Savior, and that he's the reason for the season, not you.
I mean, technically, he's the reason.
He's the reason for the season, folks. There you go.
But,
Merry Christmas, not Happy Holidays.
You can say Happy Holidays. What's wrong with that?
It's a war on Christmas. We go over this every year. What side are you on? You're Santa Claus.
Yeah, if somebody says Happy Holidays, that's fine. I don't care.
It's a real...
It's a real beard, yeah. I'm not a fake Santa Claus. I'm Santa Claus.
We
Christmas Eve is a holiday. Christmas Day is a holiday. New Year's Eve is a holiday. New Year's Day is a holiday. There's fucking 4 holidays right there. And I mean, even if you want to get into the okay, there's other holidays. There's the Jewish holiday of Hanukkah. There's that one.
It's
not
pretty
it's
liberal,
over, right? I mean,
pretty
it's
liberal
over now,
Santa Claus here.
I don't think I'm a liberal Santa Claus. I'm just a fucking rationalist. I mean, how fucking hard is it? You don't know what somebody else believes. It doesn't even fucking make sense. Just say Happy Holidays. You can say Merry Christmas if you want. I don't give a shit. But I'm not going to chastise somebody for saying Happy Holidays.
Well, guys, you heard it here first. Santa Claus has moved on to the war on Christmas.
What other side?
I don't know. Those people that get mad when you say the word that starts with a C and ends with a muss. You didn't even ask me what I wanted for Christmas.
I don't care. I haven't cared what you wanted for Christmas in 15 years.
Here I wanted you to be happy. Look at that. Well, guys, there you have it. The world's shittiest Santa Claus.
Wow.
Steph Bill
That was
interviewing Santa Claus.
That was really good. I had to put my mic on mute. I like the rationalist Santa.
I mean, there's so many holidays from November to January. It just makes sense. I agree with that.
That was really funny.
Thank you.
I think if I showed my dad, he has a really good laugh, and when he cracks up, he does the knee slap, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna show him that on Christmas Eve because he's gonna think it's really. I'm not gonna show him anything of me, but I'm gonna show him that.
So I don't normally do this for some reason. Mike was unable to, with me having it listed private, Mike was unable to access it. So I listed it public. So that video all by itself exists.
Yes.
On the Media Virus YouTube channel.
How many minutes?
And I've been holding on to that for a week.
Yeah, the original plan was to do it last week.
Yeah. It wasn't even a plan. And here's the thing: if I'd have done it last week, it wouldn't have been nearly as funny because the yards of that's 6 minutes. We had literally 15 minutes, and that was the best of kind of what. Happened. Because there was no script, there was no thought, there was no he wrote questions all his own. I thought of concepts. I thought the concept of all the elves being inbred, I thought was fucking hilarious.
Oh, and the Jesus comment was so funny, but I'm going to just throw this in there. We all know Jesus wasn't born in December. There's no fucking way a Capricorn would be that selfless. All right.
So, I just had a viewer question come through over here on my side. Marshall wants to know, did staff writer Bill break Santa's boner when he plopped down on his lap?
No, because Santa didn't have a boner until after he plopped down on his lap. Yeah. It wasn't until you could see how red Santa was turning as fucking staff writer Bill was sitting on Santa's lap. You could see how red it got. It wasn't until he was able to get all the blood back into his body that he got then he got the erection. Because it was, I got more turned on than he got off me. Was so that was and just to round out the segment, since we have folks watching, we have do we have the Santa Claus? Did you grab that bit? The call from last year.
I'm gonna need a moment, but I can get it.
You want to bring it? You want to go in a break and then come back into it?
I know exactly where it is. I'm gonna play us out with it. So just
all right.
Talk amongst yourselves for a moment.
Put it on TikTok. Do part 1 of Shitty Santa, part 2 of Shitty Santa. I think it would get more reach on TikTok than it would on YouTube.
I haven't posted to TikTok since last Christmas, I think.
That doesn't matter. You can go viral with no posts. I think it's real. I think it's really fucking funny.
Thank you.
So here we go. Last year, Santa called in to leave us a message. He dialed 646-VIRUS-01. That's 646-VIRUS-01. Same number you can call if you want to give us a message. And I'll open up the phones in the B block. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Santa's phone call from last year. We'll be right back after this. Hold on. After this.
Ho, ho, ho. Hello, boys and girls, and all the genders from around the spectrum. It's your old pal Santa Claus with some tips for a merrier Christmas. Did you know that Santa is extra generous to the children with moms who can take a Yule log and slurp the eggnog? Ho, 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 ho! It's true, and that's why your neighbor down the street is getting a PS5 and you're getting socks. I would like to remind all of the Oregon children to go into Daddy's sock drawer and get the baggie of white powder and hide it on the third branch from the bottom next to the blue ornament on the tree for a fun Christmas secret. And to all those good little boys and girls that don't get what you want this Christmas, it's not because you were naughty. It's because your parents don't love you. And neither do I. Ha! Ho, ho, ho.
We almost sound professional sometimes.
Sometimes.
Once in a while.
Almost.
Don't let
Wish
it
I
go to
could-
your head.
Well,
I forgot how fucking great that was.
I
I had
think
to turn my volume all the way down because it's Christmas break here, so I had to turn my volume all the way down because I don't want my kids running by and be like, Santa?
Oh my God, she's talking to Santa Claus?
oh my gosh, she zooms with Santa.
Mommy, what does slurp the eggnog mean?
Ah! Oh, you know how last week we had that like really I was so excited about this talk, but you know how we had that open discussion about the trans rights and all that stuff and what does that mean?
Right.
It's so funny because there's this channel on YouTube, I can't remember exactly off the top of my head what they're called. Fuck, I've been watching them for like 2 years now. But what popped up was it's called Middle Ground, but I can't remember the name of the like YouTube channel itself. But what they do is they'll get 3 people from one side and 3 people from the complete opposite side, and they'll bring them together and they'll ask questions like, do you agree with blah, 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 blah? And then people have stepped forward and they'll sit down and say why they agree with whatever this is. So this episode was specifically with trans people and cisgender people being in sports and included together. And I was like, it's like 20 minutes long, but I was like, how funny is that? It comes up right after we have this talk. It's like the algorithms, they just listen in. I was going to send it to you guys, but then I forgot to.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd want to watch the whole thing anyways, but I was like, this was really good. So, yeah.
Okay.
I saw you light up when I mentioned the booking for the 19th with the Michael Jackson collectors.
I love Michael Jackson.
You are welcome to join us for the show if you like. I've known Vernay since we were in middle school, and she has always been a serious Michael Jackson fan and has been collecting memorabilia since then. Her husband also has a Jackson 5 and Michael collection that they've now combined, and their collection was voted best in the world for 2021.
Oh, wow. When I was really little, I had the biggest crush on Michael Jackson from like what he looked like in the 80s. And then you remember how they used to send TV guides through the mail?
Yeah.
So I got a TV guide. It was like, I don't know what year it was. It might have been like
I'm surprised you remember when they sent TV guys through the mail.
But I mean, I'm a millennial. This shit happened to us. I'm literally in the middle of like no technology, hello technology. I'm like smack dab in the middle. So like when there was a TV guide that came in and Michael Jackson was on the cover of it, but this was after like the vitiligo took over his whole body. And I was like, why is there a robot I thought he was a robot. I was like, why is there a robot on the TV guide? And my mom, she was like, that's Michael Jackson. I was like, no, it's not. Michael Jackson is cute. That's a robot. I don't know. That's just something I always think of.
Fascinating. You ready to bring us back in there, Mike?
Yeah.
You're like, I don't give a shit.
Let me bring me back first. Right there.
I can't even see Mike. I can hear him, but I don't see. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
I hide behind the wall.
Uh-huh.
Break.
I still need a background.
At the Dollar Tree, buy the green party tablecloth and hang it up behind you. Now you've got a green screen. I suggest 2 of them because they're a little thin. You can see through them.
Oh, I thought you guys. I didn't realize you were doing the green screen. I thought. Well, I know you are. I remember we talked about this actually, but I thought it was just a photo and then you just have it behind you because I know Zoom lets you do that too. Remember, I was having that issue where was my background.
They key back and forth. It depends if what's behind you isn't plain enough, it keys in and out. All right, so we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about the top 3 stories that I had lined up. And I'm going to have to open those because I didn't open them yet. How about it?
So while he's doing that, I would love to have you on the show more, Juliet. But do you
I knew
have?
there was a butt coming.
What's that?
I knew there was a butt coming.
Yeah, no, it's like that's the thing is your audio is always like kind of.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll have to step your audio up. But that's
like, do you have a laptop or do you have any other internet devices?
I need to get a new one. My laptop's no good.
Yeah.
I need new maybe if I got like new headphones or something, because I can't wear the earbuds. They make me itchy. So if I got like headphones that go.
I gotta tell you, listen, as long as I've been doing any kind of like voice work, radio type thing, both Mike and I are wearing over the ear buds. It makes a huge difference. There was a point in time where I couldn't stand it. I couldn't do it. It being piped right into my ear. I just couldn't take it. There's having that cushion, and I just kind of want to hear the echo of me. I don't want to hear me drilled into,
right.
my eardrum. Yeah.
If you're pounding into your own ears like that, that's when you know you're doing too much.
Right.
And that's what for me, that's what the over the ear headphones about. It's there. I know I'm there. I can hear what my voice is doing. And I know what I'm doing when I get right up here. I can hear myself. I know what you can hear because I'm hearing it too.
So do you guys think if I got like
nice set of cans, and we need to jump up your mic a little bit. Just something that's a little more than the onboard mic and whatever you're using.
It's just my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. They make mics for them.
Yep. In fact, that's
what I'm doing right now. I'm using a little adapter with this microphone right here into my it's an iPhone 12.
Okay.
But this is also something I've made investments in things because this is what I want to do. So
yeah, I've been wanting to get I've been wanting to do this anyways. Like I need a new laptop. I need a new actual better camera. And I've been thinking about maybe getting a mic at some point too for when I do my videos. I've been wanting I want a better production than what I have. What I have is pretty good right now, but I want something a lot I want higher quality now.
Yeah, you want it to be cleaner. Yeah. No, I completely understand that.
We'll have an offline talk about it. I'm going to bring us back, and we're going to do the top 3.
Right on.
And we're back on the Media Virus podcast, and we're going to get into our B block, which is usually our A block, because we flipped a few things around for a little Christmas fun for you in the A block. So now we're going to dive back in. You heard about it at the top of the A block. It's the top 3 that we do, and the first story there was the lap dance. NYPD rookie gives lieutenant lap dance at wild holiday party, now under investigation.
Why?
An NYPD rookie got down and dirty at a raucous holiday party for her Bronx precinct, giving her lieutenant a raunchy, caught-on-video lap dance at the wild event, according to footage and sources. The not-so-finest moment infuriated department higher-ups who have launched an investigation into Thursday's incident and already booted the lieutenant to transit, sources told the Post. The newbie female cop is seen in the steamy footage wearing a checkered black and white miniskirt, black cutoff tank top, and black knee-high boots as she grinds on top of the 44th Precinct Lieutenant Nick McGarry
Jesus
in a
Christ.
Yonkers bar, according to law enforcement sources and several videos. Whoa.
So, and he let this happen? Like, and there were people with, like, there's so many questions.
I
They
get
get mad about this and want to do an open investigation about this bullshit, but they're okay with trigger happy cops.
Yeah, I mean that's just killing civilians. We don't have to worry about that. This is important because we can't have
Well,
cops
the
just-
bigger problem here is that not only is this interdepartmental higher and lower, he's married.
Whoa.
He's married and he's doing this?
Mm-hmm.
This should
is that, do we have video of this?
I'm trying to flip back through here and see what we do have.
He's married and they live in that town.
Hang on.
They said this is in the
So
Bronx.
this is just some shit she decided that she wanted to do?
Gotta
Yep.
link again because I had
Wait, who is she? Didn't you say she
she's a rookie
She's a
cop
rookie
in
on
his
the force.
precinct.
Oh, I thought he was at a party and it was a stripper.
No, they
Well,
were
it was-
they were at the
No,
precinct
that's a
holiday
whole
party.
different story. That's
Okay. They're at
Right,
their
so
holiday party. She's a
it's their
rookie.
holiday.
She's
Right,
like,
so it's
hey,
their-
let me hop on. Okay.
oh my God. I'm gonna show the lieutenant how flexible I am.
So-
Can't wait.
We're going to start by taking a look at this still shot, which seems to be fun. I mean, right? It looks like everybody's having fun there.
Except
It's not his fucking bachelor party though. It's not.
No, it's not.
What?
He seems to be having a pretty nice time.
His death after watching this shit.
Whoa.
He seems to be having a pretty nice. He's in a position to where if he just stood up.
Why is her face blurred out but his isn't?
Because he's the one in trouble.
Why isn't she in trouble?
Because she's the rookie and she may not have known what the rules were.
She may not have known better.
Right, because she's new to the force. He, on the other hand, should have known better.
As management, he should have been first on the scene saying,
Right.
you can't grind on my shit like that.
Right.
Let me ask you a question.
Position than her.
Juliet, let me ask you a question. Would you ever take a job, right? And you go to this job, and then at like a at a morning meeting, go up to the owner of the company and give him a hand job, just out of nowhere? Would you do that?
No.
Like, what if you didn't know it wasn't okay?
That's common sense. Anybody can fucking know
Are
that.
you sure?
I'm sure. I know.
So
a lot of
that's
people
common
that
sense.
have
That's common
common
sense that's common sense that's not okay. But this isn't. This what the fuck?
Now that
Dude, she is dry humping him.
Yeah.
Now that one is not the lieutenant. That
That
one is
goes-
a different person at a different part of that.
No, but that goes beyond grinding. That was full on dry hump.
Oh, so she was just she was looking for cock for wherever she could get it.
Yeah.
Cock.
I mean, that's it. So why is he in trouble if he didn't fuck her?
He's married.
Okay. He didn't fuck her.
And being the boss,
I
it's
think
his
it's
job to
'cause
say, you can't do this.
Yeah, I didn't understand the whole thing at first. Now I do. He's higher up than she is. He
And
should
just
regardless if it's a party or not, he should be like, no, like this is not okay. This goes against whatever the hell the word is. And yeah.
Department rules, common decency.
Common decency.
He's just grinning and grabbing
This is
on
common. Wait. So there's common sense.
The fact that he's doing
You're
this,
telling me there's
like,
common
in front of
sense
cameras
and
it's like,
there's common
Just imagine
decency.
how many times he's actually cheated on his wife. He ain't shit. Fuck him.
So I'm going to try and roll this video again. I just reloaded.
I mean, if this is what he's doing in public,
That's what I'm saying. Like, fuck him. His wife needs to divorce.
Or his wife needs to fuck him.
No. She needs to say, fuck him.
You don't know if she might be fucking ugly as hell.
That doesn't matter.
You don't.
You're married. You know that. You don't
I'm married to a very beautiful woman. I'm talking about if you're stuck with a fucking troll, man.
Why would okay, she could be a troll, but like, why did you get married in the first place? Because there was a deep connection between the two.
It looks like a deep connection between these two.
Yeah.
She wants a deep connection.
God damn.
She wants something deep in there.
Look at the smile on his face. He's a happy man. Oh, man.
Man.
They're even blurring the back of her head.
That's going to stain his pants.
That's somebody else. They're like, oh,
yeah,
no,
that's definitely
right there.
somebody else. But I mean, still, come on.
She must go broke from the fucking forced dry cleaning charges. Just like the people that come and just give her the dry cleaning ticket.
Guys,
And it's
it's
like, I had to
not
pay
holiday
$10 to get your
like
pussy
that.
schmutz. What?
Your holiday parties aren't like that. That's
Nah.
just how it starts.
That's why I don't go to the holiday parties anymore.
No, I mean we're a
I thought
more
you were saying
educated
that's why I
set.
go to the holiday parties.
We're a more
Oh,
educated
man.
set. So we attend parties with people who don't read the syllabus and find out that the professor hid a cash prize on campus, and all the students had to do was read the syllabus.
That was a good transition.
With every new college semester, students are faced with multiple syllabuses, which I believe should have been
Syllabi?
syllabi. Yeah.
Syllabi, yep.
Multiple syllabi outlining the subjects in their classes.
You silly syllabi.
But do students read them thoroughly? One Tennessee professor put it to the test. Kenyon Wilson is the associate head of performing arts at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga and decided to put an Easter egg in the syllabus for his music seminar class in the past semester. The hint read, thus, free to the first who claims, locker 147, combination 15, 25, 35, students may be ineligible to make up classes, and it's the little segment where there's that just that little parenthetic notation, free to the first who claims, locker gives a locker number and the combo. All you had to do is go do it.
So
This would have led students to a locker that contained a $50 bill, free to the first student to claim it. But
the
at the end-
language you're using is as if no one claimed.
At the end of the semester, when he went back to check the locker, the bill was still there.
Oh my God.
In an academic trope that no one reads the syllabus, Wilson told CNN, it's analogous to the terms and conditions when you're installing software. Everyone clicks that they've read it when no one ever does. The class was made up of 71 students. Wilson told CNN that the syllabus typically doesn't change much, but with COVID protocols, there was some new information this time around. There's a standard boilerplate that doesn't change. The university has us put a lot of legal stuff toward the end, Wilson added. But on the first day of class, I told them there was stuff that had changed, and for them to make sure that they read it. Apparently, he left a note in there. It said, congrats, please leave your name and date so I know who found it. Wilson. When Wilson put the reward in the locker, he left a note. Congrats, please. Yeah, I just read that. He was also sure to set the combination lock with a certain number in the noon position to determine whether any students had tampered with the lock, but the combination was never even turned. I had great hopes, and I'd be just as happy having this conversation with one of my students who found it on this week.
I mean, we can all sit here and laugh, but who would have claimed? Which one of us? Big Daddy.
Me.
Yeah,
You think you always read the syllabus?
More often than not, I at least would skim it
And
I love Easter eggs.
because
And-
I had teachers that did Easter eggs, so
So much fun. The doc should be in here. I know she'd be like fuming right now.
and
that's
anytime
why
a
I said that.
anytime a professor says, "Hey, you want to look because there's some things that have changed," I would
You should look.
I would check that because I just get the feeling. I always think back to that test that is talked about from time to time, where it's this big long test with all these ridiculously hard questions that you feel like you can't pass, and the very last thing indicates that you shouldn't pay attention to any of that and go ahead and just turn it in blank. Otherwise, every question you answer, you actually take off of your score, just to see who reads it. So,
I had one of those. I had one of those in nursing school.
and make sure you read everything very carefully before you start.
Yeah, that was the first instruction. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, all right, I got you.
I had in middle, like 7th and 8th grade, I had two of the same teachers, and they did shit. No, 6th grade. What the hell am I talking about? 6th grade. My teacher, Miss O'Brien, she did shit like that. So it was like, you have to make sure you read the whole thing, and it'd be like, oh
Yeah, but fucking 6th grade is where that's appropriate. 6th grade is where you try to fucking fool people. Not like when you're like, that's
Where
the
I
dumbest
went to
fucking
school,
reading comprehension.
like,
Why do I have to comprehend every fucking word I read? It's fucking bullshit. Not only that, just give me the fucking gist of it. If God wanted me to read, he wouldn't have invented movies. That's all I fucking know about the subject.
I saw a TikTok that said something like, our brains are not actually meant to read things. I don't remember the whole thing, but it was something like that.
Did you have to read any of it? It
Looks
wasn't
like
one of
your
those
brains,
things
your
There was
brain's
some
working just
words.
fine.
There
It
were
was
some
on
words and
TikTok.
shit on there.
Everything I've learned this past year, have been on TikTok, and I can tell you I'm wicked fucking smart. All right.
So,
Wicked fucking smart, you TikTok.
well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the difference with millennials and Gen X and the boomers. Data shows that the boomers are to blame for the labor shortage.
Yep.
Dateline, New York. One of the more insidious myths making the rounds this year is that young people didn't want to work because they were getting by just fine on the government aid. People had too much money, and went the narrative from the handful of politicians and pundits. The only trouble is the numbers don't back it up. Here's the thing: early retirement. Whether forced by the pandemic or made possible otherwise, it's having a huge impact on the labor market. And data show that retiring boomers, far more than lazy millennials, are the biggest force behind the labor shortage. People have left the workforce for a myriad of reasons in the past 2 years, but among those who have left and are least likely to return, the vast majority are older Americans who accelerated their retirement schedule. Last month, there were 3.6 million more Americans who left the labor force and said they didn't want a job compared with November 2019. A whopping 90% of them were over 55. There are a few reasons why this is the case. It looks like 4 of them. Three reasons and then a key quote. So here we go. The strong stock market and soaring home prices have given higher income people, especially boomers, more options, says ADP chief economist Neela Richardson. The nature of the pandemic means the risks of going to work are higher for older people. Employers aren't doing enough to lure people out of retirement. They're creating jobs, just not the ones that people want.
Yep.
Our key quote is, I can want a 65-inch TV for $50, but it doesn't mean that there's a TV shortage. It means I'm not willing to pay enough to get somebody to sell me a TV. Okay.
I get the point that they're trying to make.
It's a shit analogy, though.
It's like, what?
it is a shit analogy, but listen, if you want me to put up with people's shit, I'm going to need more than $7 an hour.
Yes.
And listen, as someone, I've worked these fucking minimum wage, minimum wage fucking shit jobs, and they suck. But you got to try to, like, the point is to try to get, something better. If you're at a job where all there is, minimum wage, then you're at a dead end job. And that company's not going to survive for much longer. But even if you go to McDonald's, there's like management and, that type of shit. There's places, there's places to go.
Fucking game. It is a fucking bullshit ass game. Whatever the hell his name is was like, a 40-hour week for people is going to create blah blah bullshit. Nobody should be working fucking 40 hours a week, especially just like you said, $7.
You know what we were working before? Before they came out with the 40, hang on, before they came out with 40-hour work week, you know what they were working before? Every goddamn day.
Days. Yeah.
7 days a week.
Before that, listen, it's all a game. It's all bullshit. It's just to use us as pawns and work in this cycle of you work hard and then you get this, and it's bullshit because you don't get shit. You don't get fucking shit except for stress and a headache and anxiety and depression, and that's it. Fuck it. It's all bullshit.
I mean, that sums to show up in that statement right there. That's what what I'm trying to preach to people. None of it fucking matters.
Exactly. It's all a joke. None of this is real.
None of it's
real. Fucking real.
We're not even here right now.
We're not even here right now.
Everything's going. What were we talking about again?
I can't touch it.
Trying to grab the tree.
I can't touch it. It doesn't matter how far I reach back. I'm still almost touching it. Like, almost.
It's like the system is literally designed to fuck over. There's so many intersectionalities that fall into the system, and it's bullshit. But there's like classism, racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, all of that just like kind of falls into one. And it's like, if you're poor, you're screwed. If you're a woman, you're screwed. If you're a person of color, you're screwed. If you're whatever the fuck, it's all bullshit. And it's like, okay, for example, like say you have a job and it's minimum wage, depending on where you live, it could be $15 an hour, right? But if your minimum wage is $15 an hour, how much is the housing? And then you got to be on food stamps.
That's my fucking point. It doesn't matter what the minimum wage is. When you mandate the minimum wage, that takes away from everybody. Now, you make the minimum wage $15 an hour. There are people that were making $15 an hour who are actually making a pretty good wage. Now the price goes up for everything.
Exactly. It's bullshit because they want us to suffer. They want us to be stressed out. And then mental health comes into it. And then they're like, oh, but you need health insurance. How am I going to get health insurance if I can't afford it? And
you got to get a 40-hour week job.
Too much to be on Medicaid, but not enough to pay for your health. It's a fucking joke, man. It's all bullshit. It's a loop of crap. Just like, remember that commercial where it was like, I need education to get a job, but I need money to get education, but I don't have money because I don't have a job because I don't have the education. It's all fucking bullshit. It's like a hamster wheel. You got to get out of that mindset, do your own thing, and say, fuck it. That's why I don't have a quote unquote real job. I just run my own business. I work from home and
I do the same thing.
So
I would never work under having a schedule with a boss, or I haven't done it since maybe I was like 23 or 24.
But here's the thing on this, because this podcast is going to get released on Christmas Day, and the conversation that we're having, kind of lends itself to like, if, Christmas is it's a high time for, people who decide to commit suicide, so
true.
I hope that we haven't driven anyone with Juliet's nihilism into the abyss.
But I'm not gonna. I said it in my head, but not out loud.
What?
I mean, we touched a little bit on it last week.
That obviously wasn't a suicide.
That's
He
right.
got off 3 shots.
That was a murder.
That was a murder suicide.
Post office shooting.
Oh, I got a question. I feel like one of you guys would know the answer to this. So if it's pitch black out and you live in the middle of fucking nowhere, do people go hunting when it's
Yes.
pitch black out?
Yeah.
Pitch black. Nothing
Yeah.
to see.
Oh, by
They
moonlight.
go
Yeah.
hunting. They usually go hunting for black people.
That's why black guys typically squint and don't smile at all at night.
As evidenced by when I was in Utah, where there is nothing but starlight in the middle of the wilderness, and your next neighbor is, I don't know, 5 minutes away by car, and there's nothing around but pitch black.
It's amazing what your eyes adjust to and what you can actually see by that. But it's still kind of spooky because it's the darkest you've ever seen the world.
Yep. I did not go outside. Fuck that. Fuck every bit of that. No, thank you.
I am lucky enough to be a blue-eyed devil. So, and my eyes work quite well in low light.
It was either going to be aliens or clan members. So either way, I ain't going outside.
If you, so if we're ever hanging out at my cabin in the woods and I hear a rattling outside, I can't be like, "Hey, Stan, go check that out."
He'll be in the window like, Matt, I don't recognize their hats, so I'm still not going out there.
I don't think he'd go near the window.
Yeah, nope.
What the fuck were we talking about?
I don't know.
Millennials?
But last week, I was delivering packages in the middle of nowhere. I'm self-employed too. I don't have a real job. I just kind of like pick and choose when I go. That's another thing I do. But anyways, I was delivering packages literally in the fucking middle of nowhere. And I get out the car. What do I hear? Boom, boom, boom. Gunshots.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. And then I was like, people, because this is the woods where I'm at. And I was like, do people go hunting when it's dark out?
With the night vision goggles. With the night vision goggles. Absolutely.
Okay. See,
You know-
I don't know, because I'm a city person.
You know when
I
the
don't
deer are
really
active,
live
right?
in the hood, and I've never lived in the country or anything, so I don't really know. But I was like, all right, maybe, I don't know.
I have known these people. Night vision goggles, night vision scopes, all that shit.
Spotlight on a pickup truck. Depends on where you live, really.
You ever shoot a machine gun on peyote? Fucking badass, man. Almost badass my mustache. Like a mustache with titties. Oh. What's next, man?
Oh, let's see. What else can we get into? Well, since we're only a few minutes into this block.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah. The jingle bells are great, but they're like a cheese grater on the back of my brain right now. So we'll do a little bit of more news. I was going to kick more news into the C block, but I think we can do some. We'll do one story now because I think we have a space-related story, which gives me an excuse to go back and use my shit in space bumper. Stop tearing the green screen. Sorry. Shit. In space. So Pepper's got a little bit lonely, and he was scratching at the green screen to get.
So this is another stupid, little inside thing that we do is the shit in space. First of all, Shit in Space is probably one of our earliest segments.
Yeah.
Where we just kind of, we're all kind of interested in space, and we were trying to come up with a catchy title. And I was like, hey, Shit in Space. And
We decided to try some.
I'm the host, so everybody was like, yeah, okay. Because at that time,
Shit in
everybody just thought I had this plan. Everybody's kind of figuring it out now, where I just kind of throw shit at the wall and see how it goes. So Shit in Space. And then if you remember the old Muppet show, Pigs in Space, where it was like real pigs in space. And we're like, okay, well, how can we make that so much worse? There it is.
And then I stepped up.
Delivery. Knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, because the original, the first couple episodes of Shit in Space, I didn't record that.
No, I know. The first couple episodes.
I did it live.
The you coughing. That's the inside joke, really, is that you have a recording of you coughing because you never coughed
right
when you did it.
Right.
When you did it live,
it would just keep going.
It would just keep going. And you would never cough. But the fact that you decided that's a purposeful flub.
Yep.
Right. So
and if you noticed last week while it was on, during the cough, I took a drink. I lip synced it, and then during the cough, I took a drink.
I don't watch. I listen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I should go. I just because the way I digest podcasts is in the car.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just kind of I don't know. I gotta spend more time actually looking. Anyway, let's go. What's next?
NASA officially touches the sun. Wow. That's
they should be on Law and Order SVU. It'd be great if we did, because you and I had something, and then it would have been really awesome is right after you and then it just went dun dun.
Gotta get that sound effect.
Yeah. We have our own. Do you know where that is?
Don't think I have it on this board, but
I'll just blow past it. It's not important.
Okay. So like I was saying, NASA officially touches the sun and solves a solar mystery. This is the closest encounter between our species and the sun ever. In a first for humanity, a man-made spacecraft has kissed the sun. Not only does this milestone provide us with deeper insights into our sun's evolution and its impacts on our solar system, but everything we learn about our own star also teaches us more about stars in the rest of the universe.
Inside's nothing but method blowjobs.
Okay, what's new? NASA's audacious Parker Solar Probe achieved the scientific first after 3 years and 5 Venus flybys, entering the sun's atmosphere on April 28th, 2021. The achievement was announced at a press conference at the American Geophysical Meeting in fall at in New Orleans. That was this past week.
Not for nothing, but you know what? You know what's in the sun's atmosphere?
Fire.
We are.
Huh?
We are the sun's atmosphere.
Good point.
How do you atmosphere? Huh? It doesn't make any sense.
So why are we only learning about this incredible feat now?
We got really fucking close. Go ahead.
Well, NASA needed the time in the intervening months to confirm that they actually did it, analyzing energy interactions recorded by the probe and trying to mark the moment. Ultimately, the signature of the sun's magnetic field was the smoking gun that verified we had really actually touched the sun. Since then, the probe has encountered the sun twice more, once in August and once in November. What the fuck did they build this thing out of that it actually touched the sun and lived to do it again?
Jesus Christ.
What they found. Already, this achievement is serving up serious insight into the sun. The first paper detailing fresh results from the probe was published Tuesday in Physical Review Letters.
No, you know what? No, we gotta fix fucking world hunger We got to fix homelessness. We've got shit to work on. Like touching the sun is not fucking important. It's not fucking important.
Bro, we have the money and the resources to fix it. The government doesn't give a fuck because it's a game and we're pawns. It's all bullshit.
Dude, why don't we build just a big fucking bomb? Like a 100 million megaton fucking bomb and core to the center of the fucking earth and just send that motherfucker down there and see what happens. Just see what happens. That seems like the best use of our money.
So, I asked, what did they build this thing out of? I was just skimming the article while you blathered on.
I want to know. What could be that heat resistant?
The probe is outfitted with a shield of carbon bricks able to withstand an unfathomably searing temperature of up to 1.8 million degrees Fahrenheit.
How the fuck do they know that?
Doesn't the sun get hotter than that?
Not for nothing, but how the fuck?
They built a space probe out of bricks. Did you hear me?
Dude, they should send pottery up in that motherfucker. It's like a kiln.
Resistant. That doesn't.
Bricks.
I don't.
Bricks.
What?
Bricks. They build it out of bricks.
I don't know.
Dude, let's build a spacecraft out of ceramic. All right, let's fucking do that. All right.
You think that's a good idea? It's not too heavy, right?
Nah. What the fuck?
Basically, bricks can be.
But how fucking important is it to touch the fucking sun?
Well, they did.
Big Daddy, is that white people shit?
They were.
Yeah.
They were able to confirm.
You asleep?
Me? Well, not yet.
They were able to confirm that the sun's corona is at an altitude of 8.1 million miles above the surface of the sun.
The sun, what? You said corona?
The corona, basically the atmosphere around the sun itself.
The sun got corona?
Oh my God, the sun got the Rona.
Got the Rona.
Well, I still don't see a reason or a point in touching the fucking sun.
Well, let's talk about a different star then.
I try to get I try to prevent my kids from touching the stove.
Right.
So the fact that we're trying to send shit to the sun, I can't explain to anybody.
So let's talk about a different star. Eric Clapton wins lawsuit against widow selling bootleg CD for $11 on eBay. Man, I bet he was pissed.
I saw that. And if you read this article, it turns out this album may have very well been a legal album for the husband to buy, but the husband died, bought it back in the 80s, died. She didn't want it. She's not a scalper. Like she's not like some like fucking, collector. She was trying to sell the thing for like $11 or $12. But Eric Clapton reached out to her and said, "Hey, don't sell this thing." And she was like, "Get fucked." She was just like, "I'm gonna sell it. I don't care." And that's what
Eric Clapton went after a woman who was trying to hawk one of his CDs, a bootleg one, no less, for about $11. And now he's won, meaning she's got to pay a lot more than that. Deutsche Welle reports a judgment was filed in Clapton's favor earlier this week in a court in Dusseldorf, Germany, where he'd sued this 55-year-old widow who says her late husband bought the album years ago at a record store, arguing that she didn't know it was fake or infringing on his copyright.
If I wasn't a douchebag.
The woman was reportedly trying to sell it on eBay for less than $12. Something Eric and his team apparently caught wind of somehow.
Less than $12 fucking dollars. You couldn't just give the bitch $12 fucking dollars for the fucking thing and say, not say a fucking word. Just, you know what? Give her 12. Just give her the $12 for it.
Why was he so pressed? First of all, to be like, oh, this lady is gonna sell her dead husband's.
Now he's gonna fucking write a
About
song about it.
saying,
Would
like-
you know my name?
It's about the precedence of the theft of intellectual property. Basically, if you found out somebody was selling you the videos that you post for your business
honestly,
and
at that
making
point,
money, and
I
you
wouldn't
weren't getting a
care.
cut,
if I was that big, I wouldn't.
No,
care,
he
because
should have gotten the
they gotta
cut.
do what they gotta do. And her husband died. It probably makes her depressed seeing it sitting around, laying around the house. He was that pressed to go out and file a lawsuit and all for $12. $12, really?
we're talking about it. We're saying his name. That's what it's about.
I'm
You know,
not
all of a
saying
sudden, I don't
name.
feel so bad. His kid fell out a fucking window. Fuck you, Eric Clapton.
The word is that they'd reached out to this lady demanding.
And I hope the
she
kid
send her
doesn't
email.
fucking know your name if he saw you in heaven. I doesn't fucking know. I hope he denies you. I hope he gives you the figures. You're going to hell. Fuck you. This poor woman selling a fucking CD for $11. You could just give the fucking poor woman $11. The fuck?
Well, if we're lucky, we're going to have an internet fight with Eric Clapton now.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. You know what we haven't done in so long?
Media Virus wants to reach out to Eric
Slow
Clapton
hand.
for a $12 CD record, whatever the fuck. I think that's stupid. I think that's like another level of petty. He's
So it was who else was on the enemies list? It was New England Coffee.
New England Coffee and
and the congressman. Somebody was running against somebody, or I forget.
we're going to have to go back and
Yeah,
We'll go back and
we'll
find
be
that.
adding to the enemies list. I'll take on Eric Clapton. I don't give a shit.
all right. So Eric
I'm with
Clapton.
you.
You know who
and
looks
I-
wonderful
Scorpio
tonight?
and Taurus
Me.
energy.
I look wonderful tonight.
Yes, you do.
Eric.
Hey, why don't you go down and meet him at the crossroads?
Fucking. You know what? His best shit was with Cream. Fuck you. All right.
Wait, I don't think that was Eric Clapton.
In
I
a
think
white
that was,
room. No.
Clapton
different-
was in Cream.
Crossroads. Different
Is-
Eric
Crossroads.
Clapton was in Cream.
What you call him in Bones? At the crossroads.
No, that was a song I was thinking, but that wasn't Eric Clapton. That was a different song. That
You know,
was
as much as I dislike like someone like Bruce Springsteen's music. I don't like Bruce Springsteen at all. Like I can't listen to him. He sounds like he constantly sounds like he's taking his shit. I can't.
You know, he just sold it all, right?
I love the song Philadelphia because it reminds me of when I was really little.
That's all I hear. Where did Big Daddy go?
He left. He's tired of this shit.
I shit on Springsteen,
He's
and
out.
he was just like, "I'm out. Fuck it."
But you know what? You know his taste in music. You should have known.
Find this
But I would
song.
never. I don't. He's a cool guy. Like I don't like when he got pinched for the drunk driving. That came out that like it was almost a setup. Like one shot, and it was just a thing. Like I've never wished harm on anybody. Fuck Eric Clapton. That's fuck you.
All right.
Yeah. Right.
You want to take a break?
Yeah, I'm going to get us ready for a break here. Want to let everybody know that if you're there live, you're more than welcome to join us. You can join us at 646-VIRUS-01. That's 646-847-8701. If you want to call in and be a part of our C block, which we're going to come back to right after this. And now.
I did not realize we were still on.
We almost sound professional.
I just
Once in a
ran
while.
about like
Don't let it go to your head.
And we're clear, and I think that just turned into a new bumper.
Yes, it did.
Awesome.
And what was that?
Who the fuck sang that?
I hear him.
What?
I hear him.
Stan, are you here?
Yeah.
Oh
Why
fuck!
is your, camera off? We thought you left.
We thought. I thought.
I'm trying to find who sang Crossroads.
I told
Phone thing.
man, didn't I say that's what he was going to do? I knew it.
It depends on which song you're talking about because there's a number of them.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. That's the name that's stuck in my head.
Right,
Like,
it's
that's
Bone Thugs, but
me at the crossroads.
I thought it was Bone Thugs with some white guy.
No, it's just Bone Thugs and Harmony.
What did Bone?
Do you think I went too far with Eric Clapton? You think we'll get him on the show
did
now?
a collaboration with
Mike, get Eric Clapton on the show.
There was a song that Bone Thugs did with some white guy. I can't think of what that song was.
Let me see.
'Cause my second favorite song is still Thuggish Ruggish Bone. I used to get high AF into the Bone Thugs.
So there's Crossroad Blues or Crossroads, songs done by Robert Johnson and Eric Clapton, the Powerhouse. It's been done by a number of blues acts. And then there's The Crossroads by Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Just straight up Bone Thugs. All right.
So you know what? I've just thought about this. This is what I need. I've got enough people. We've got enough people on the show to have like legitimate conversations with me that I have to respect. I want to get some people on the show that I can like treat like shit.
Like who?
I don't know. Just like
I haven't.
Staff Writer Bill doesn't take my shit very well, and he gets on my nerves.
I haven't driven her for a while, but every once in a while, I pick up this lady who looks at my hair and tells me how great it is, and that it's just like her friend Johnny's hair.
Phil Collins.
And then she goes on to say, "Oh, it's
Phil Collins.
It's Johnny Weir, the skater." So remember we did the story on his house.
Yeah.
So if I drive her again, I'll try and get Johnny on the show.
There you go.
Because I don't care. I don't care if you shit on him a little bit. I mean, honestly.
That's what I was trying to think. So Bone Thugs did a song with Phil Collins called Home. And I couldn't think of the white guy that did a song with Bone Thugs. It was Phil Collins.
I need to listen to it because I don't know it off the top of my head. I know Phil Collins is though.
Let me send it.
I was gonna ask. There was a song by Bone Thugs and Harmony, and they did it with some white guy, but we figured it out. It was Phil Collins.
The white guy. It was Phil Collins.
We figured it out. Forget about it.
11 weirdest collaborations. We might
we might throw that in C Block just for fun.
Okay, because C Block so far is a couple of TikToks, and let's see, it's a couple of TikToks.
Okay,
I've got one story left, which was the slang in the year you were born, but I don't think that's going to be that interesting because right now we've only got 3 years to talk about.
Can't Touch This by MC Hammer came out the year I was born.
Oh man.
This goes back to like the 30s.
I feel bad because I had Hammer Pants.
I had Hammer Pants.
I had several pairs.
My Hammer
Pants.
Yeah.
I also had Zuba's pants, which were kind of the same pants, just a different print. The difference between Hammer Pants and Zuba's pants were Zuba's pants were worn by white guys in Philly. And they just had they were ugly print Hammer Pants.
Mocky Mock. That's what it is.
Mocky Mock.
And the funk.
I wonder what happened to that guy.
Ice. And then it was Mocky Mock too.
Whatever happened? I heard that Mocky Mock. I was like, this guy ain't nobody. He's a peasant. He's never gonna amount to anything.
He's got a burger joint out in Boston.
No way.
Yeah.
Good for him. He's got a little burger joint going for himself.
He and Donnie.
Wahlburger.
Yeah, he and Donnie opened a chain of Wahlburgers.
Yeah.
Donnie, now there's a star, Donnie Wahlberg from New Kids on the Block. Nothing but star power, that kid.
And they both act.
So there's a couple of groups, New Kids on the Block, New Edition, and who the hell else was from Boston? I know New Kids on the Block, New Edition. New Edition, they had branched out to like
All right, let's get back to the show.
The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
They're nothing like New Kids
What?
on the Block.
What?
You never heard of the Boss Tones, kid?
No.
What about the Murphys, the Dropkick Murphys?
Dropkick?
Dropkick
You know,
Murphys.
okay, you know Dropkick. That. All right. All right, so let me pop this open so we can look at it. Ding. And we'll go to that one blind. I'm not even.
What happened to you making those fun slides and like doing all that pre-production work?
Yeah. It doesn't always get. I don't always get the time.
Jodeci.
It's a matter
Is
of
it
time.
Jodeci from Boston?
Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares.
No.
You know where my
Yeah.
husband got his name from? Devontae from Jodeci. That's where his mom named him from.
Mm-hmm. He was probably conceived to that album.
All right.
I was named after a guy that my mother had a crush on and didn't
Oh
tell
my
my
God.
father.
Really?
Mhm.
Dickie, no.
She had a crush on someone named Big Daddy?
Yep. And didn't
All
tell
right,
my
quiet on the
mother
set.
until
Let's go.
after the name was set.
Shut
I
up.
thought we were on set. What the hell?
Quiet.
That should have just went on. We were vibing just now.
Shut up.
So many views would have came in and listened to that.
Yeah. Okay. Luckily, that happened with the camera off. Dickie just walked through my headphone wire and drug me out of the frame. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, and we're back on the C block of the Media Virus podcast. How you doing? We're going to talk about a couple of things that we thought would be fun and then show you some TikToks and get out of here. First up, we have the most popular slang the year you were born. The word duh is much, much older than you think. Like fashion, slang changes with the times. A word that seems current one year can feel wildly outdated as time goes on. Just think of how weird it would be to say something is da bomb in 2017.
Well, I said that the other day.
I used to say the bomb all the time.
The bomb. That's the bomb,
With
My
the
mom
help
also
of the
says that.
Oxford English Dictionary and a few other archival resources, we've rounded up the slang words that have defined every year through some words. Though some words really reflect their time period, you might be surprised at how old some of the go-to slang actually is.
You want to just do the four of us there, or we got to go through this whole thing?
Well, it's like I can't go to one in particular. There's slides, so we'll do a few. It's something we can come back to. I can set it up for the week. I can set it up at a later date to go farther ahead. But we're starting with this slide here in 1926, where the go-to slang word for that year was gold dig. The money flush times of the roaring 20s. Money flush times. Huh. Gave rise to this term for a woman who is interested in a man, but only for his money. It came from the appropriately titled Man Trap by Sinclair Lewis.
That was well before Kanye West was born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people wouldn't care.
And here's one that's still in use today. 1927, it was It Girl. Hollywood couldn't get enough of Clara Bow, so much that she was branded the It Girl.
Huh.
The It Girl right now is that girl that sells her farts.
You're really stuck on this fart selling thing.
I am. Dude, I mean, she sells her fart. No, but listen, all right, so hear me out. Seriously, though. All right, so all you got to do is call 646-virus-01. Order one fart in a jar. You order the fart. One of us is going to fart in a jar and mail it to you.
How big is the jar?
What's it matter?
Whatever jar you got laying around.
You got some relish in your fridge? Finish it.
I
Fart
have
in it.
so many jars. That's why. Like, what size are we talking?
Whatever.
Any size. So there you go. Listen, and here's my point, because you're the bait, because like, you're the one that people would want. Like, if there was a dude out there that's looking at one of us and says, I want to smell their farts, It's you.
Me.
It ain't
Probably
me.
gonna be you.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be you.
What do you think it smells like?
I don't know, but you're
Well,
attractive and young. That's you're an attractive young woman. I'm a middle-aged man.
Nobody's looking for our farts.
No,
Nobody.
no, on diabetic medicine, it's terrible.
Big Daddy is pure protein. Protein farts are pretty bad.
You can bump your head and you can bump your head on a protein fart. It leaves a mark.
No, but here's the thing: is like you can take you can take requests as to what this girl does. That she'll take a request, like if you want if you want her to eat all
fried beans before
all
I
granola.
If you want me to.
Oh shit! There you go.
We can have a Boston baked bean fart.
Real Boston.
So it's gonna cost $100. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. So it's $100. You're going to get a fart in a jar in the mail.
You know how ridiculous
Sent
it
the
sounds
fart
already?
to you.
The
Who
best
sent the
part is
fart in a
the
jar
label
is the
at the
mystery.
post office.
What's that?
Wait,
At the post office, you have to fill out the label with the contents of the package.
The lucky winner gets a bonus of dirty draws with their fart in a jar.
I think that kind of gives away whose fart it is.
Well, yeah, because
I know.
you have your name tag in the back of your drawers.
Like nobody wants a big pair of boxer briefs.
Or do they?
Yeah, I mean,
Wave them around like a flag.
yeah.
Hey, look, not to get too personal here, but if we stuff Big Daddy's drawers in a jar, there's not going to be any room for a fart.
I was going to say, there's no room for fart.
But that way, the scent would linger. So,
But if you wanted to, like, all right. So, but if you could, but if the person who purchased the fart, if the person that purchased the fart opens the fart and can accurately guess who it was that farted, we'll interview him. They get a free interview.
Yeah, at least we could try and figure out how they came to the conclusion of whose fart it was.
I might sweeten the pot with a $10 Amazon gift card. I gotta
That is
see what I get for
literally-
Christmas.
That is literally insult to injury.
If you win, you get interviewed and $10 back. You got a $10 discount on the fart that you enjoyed.
That's right. $100. She's selling for $1,000, and that's 50% off.
Your $100 fart effectively becomes a $90 fart if you guess correctly.
If you can guess
For the
correctly.
low, low
Now, if you
price
don't,
of $90.
here's the thing: if you don't want to guess, you can just leave it on your mantle. It's a mystery, But if you want to guess, and you smell her farts,
this could be a party game.
and you're right,
Like
we'll give you
those jelly
$10.
beans.
you order the fart.
They have those jelly beans where it's a jelly bean game and everyone has to eat like a jelly bean.
Mhm.
And then if you get one that tastes like throw up, diarrhea,
No, thank you.
grass, yeah, it's real and it's disgusting.
But I think that would be, and if they accurately guess, they get interviewed, and a $10 gift card, right? Because we're trying to make money here. I'm not trying to give away like the store, right?
Wait. Is this going to be like evenly divided? The $100?
See, there's no guarantees.
Or
This
Or
could
it could
all
be-
be you. We could just have
No.
you farting in jars and fucking mailing them out.
Okay.
Or if you just want to start farting in the jars now, mail them to me.
I'll smell them first.
I'll
We'll
mail
smell
them
them
out.
first.
I'm
Make
not
sure
smelling
they're
anything.
quality.
This is just a ploy for Matt to get your farts in the jar.
I feel like Matt has a certain kink.
Yeah,
He
look,
will quality control them first.
there's a fart fetish somewhere.
All right, so all the farts in the jars are going to come from. I just thought it'd be better if they came from Delaware because the show's. If you go to Google and look up the show, it's it's located in Delaware. And if I
We had a
send it out from
face-sitter.
Delaware, but you can mail them out. Well, they can all go out. If we're gonna fart in a jar, I'll mail them to you, and then you don't want to smell my fart, so you're gonna mail it right to the person it's supposed to go to.
We have a face sitter in the Media Virus family.
We do.
Wait, what?
We
have a
interviewed a lady
face
who made face sitting videos.
A face sitting?
Yeah.
Is that what
Videos.
Yeah.
Yes, face
That's
sitting.
on
Yeah.
a face?
Yeah, it's just
Mhm.
she's like, it's a non-sexual thing. It's just face sitting.
Oh, it's very
That
sexual.
sounds
It's just
sexual
not a.
to me.
I mean,
Like,
she's
if I
fully
call,
clothed.
for instance,
She's clothed
if I
when
called-
she does it.
if I called my husband in here right now and I was like, "Let me sit on your face," trusting him, like, "Oh, okay."
It's going to get sexual.
Versus if I
How
was like,
often
"Hey,
does
I
that
got it in
happen?
the jar,
How
you wanna
often have
sniff it?"
like? What are the chances of you calling him in there? Like as soon as we're done, you hang up. Go, hey,
Come
sit
in
in your
here.
face. Come in here.
I want to ride
Pretty
you
high
like a
chances.
bicycle.
What's that?
Pretty
Come in
high,
here. I want to ride you like a bicycle.
Pretty high chance. Good for you.
pretty
That's
high.
a good. I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
All right.
I do
I was
too.
gonna say,
If you'd have told me like,
yeah.
oh no, I would never do something like that. I'd be like, do it right fucking
Me?
now. Hang the fuck up. Yeah. No, God damn it, that's your assignment. You're not fucking coming back on my show. Do you fucking sit on that guy's face? Not
I
on the
did
air
this
though.
morning.
I'm not saying we need to tape it. I'm not saying not to. It's your call. But
But no.
We can't stream it.
we can't stream it. No, but we
If
can
you
open
get-
a new channel. We can make that Docs OnlyFans a reality.
We'd have to go into Doc's OnlyFans account and go from there.
That's
If you
right.
get good audio, we'll post it in the podcast though. So in
All right, what's
1928, it was baloney.
Oh, baloney.
It's hooey. It's baloney. This word can be traced back to an article in the Saturday Evening Post, which referred to something phony as being a bunch of baloney. In
You're full of baloney. That's what my grandmother used to tell me.
I feel like my Nana says that still sometimes.
Yeah.
In 1929, following up on the 1927 trend of the word "it girl," "it boy" became a thing. Hollywood's "it boy" were referred to as basically any handsome young guy.
Now you can't even say it. It's transphobic.
Yeah, it sort of is. So when we jump into the 30s, booksy. Instead of being bookish, anyone who took an interest in reading was booksy.
Yeah, she's real booksy, see? She's gonna
Yeah.
pay attention to you.
Sure.
Hey, booksy, come over here.
Sure.
She's a booksy, bro. Why don't you put them glasses on, take that bun down? Why don't you give me a blowjob right here? Let me nut your face.
And then the next year, in 1931,
Sit
we
on my
got
face.
we got a good word. I like to use this one every once in a while, just because people look at you funny. This word perfectly articulated the elegant but also flashy style of Hollywood starlets and heartbreakers alike. In the early part of the decade of the 30s, it's snazzy. Wow, that's snazzy. Snazzy.
It is a strange word. I mean, it could be if you just. It's all about context. Like
Yeah.
the first time you ever hear it, like it's like, oh my god, her pussy was so snazzy.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
right.
God, it was just
It's very close to sniz, and it's like,
Right.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
hang on, like what's going on here? But because she was like, oh, her dress was so snazzy. It's like, oh, is that good? Like I don't know. And it depends on the way it's said. It's like it's snazzy.
So if you
Yeah.
held on to your 1931 word, you could use it with your 1932 word, which was burp.
You got the snazzy burp there, my friend.
The word
like
burp
you burp.
almost replicates the noise one makes when belching.
Okay.
Burp.
Burp.
So
1933.
what was it called before that?
Yeah. The gas.
You're
mask.
telling me that Jesus never burped?
No.
It took 1,939 years after the birth of Jesus Christ
Come up with a word.
for someone to figure out that a belch sounds like a burp, and that's the word it became. So you know when I expel from my mouth and I open it wide and make a croaking noise?
What was it called before burp?
Probably belch.
Oh, just belch.
Oral flatulence.
Gut
I'm
fart.
really good at burping.
Tummy queef. I heard it called that. Big Daddy, you heard it called.
What was that noise your dick washer just made?
Your dick washer. Oh,
Oh.
In 1933, our word was beard up. 1933 would be the year that prohibition was repealed, and the occasion was robustly celebrated, and many people went out and got beard up.
See, I never heard beard up before. I've heard liquored up.
Yeah, well, you know,
I've been liquored up, and I am liquored up.
I can say I've probably been beard up a number of times.
I've been beard up.
You just never thought to call it that.
You know what's funny is I have 4 Miller High Lifes that have been in my house for since September 4th or December 4th. And I have 3 Pabst Blue Ribbons that have been here longer than that.
Ugh, you drink Pabst.
I fucking love Pabst.
Yeah, PBR is good shit.
PBR.
No, it's not.
No,
Listen,
as far as domestic beer goes, it's actually a pretty good domestic beer.
I
to yourself,
despise.
Juliet, listen to me.
Huh?
If you ever listen to me,
Huh?
shut up.
What?
Listen.
Huh?
No, open the ears, close
Huh?
the mouth, and then if you ever see the opportunity to get Pabst Blue Ribbon in a bottle, in the bottle, not in a can,
Oh, like a glass bottle.
in a glass bottle, it is a completely different beer. It is It's completely different, and it's one of the best beers you will ever drink. Fun thing too is that under each cap of a PBR in a bottle is a playing card, like Ace of Spades. One of it's just there's playing cards, so you could legitimately have a poker match with your son, which I've done. We've got a 12-pack of PBRs, and
you have to split it evenly, and
you have to split it evenly. It's 6, and whoever gets the best poker hand wins. But really, both of us win because we just drank a 6-pack each.
Yeah,
it's a long game too.
So I'm gonna make this our last word that we do this week because we're gonna jump into another story.
Oh no, Mike! No, I wanted you to do what year everybody was born.
I can't go right to them. That's the problem.
Dang.
And we're still 40 years away from Matt and I.
Yeah.
just scroll really fast. What year was everybody born?
I was born in 1976, and it's not that like it's kind of stupid. And I think Mike was born in 76, so it's not even 4. There's only 3. Dre might have been born in 76. It's not that great.
79.
Oh.
I think that was kind of weak.
Young buck.
But we will get to them because I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna come back to this article and we'll do the story. I'll be able to set it up week to week and we'll do a handful of them here and there.
That'd be fun.
In 1934, there was a word originating on the burgeoning comedy scene. When a line was delivered and a big laugh was received, it was boffo.
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 Addy, that joke was boffo.
That was pretty boffo stuff.
Boffo stuff.
Boffo, Daniel.
That was very boffo of you.
What do you think, Ed? That was boffo stuff.
The boffo sounds like Johnny Bravo.
All right, well, what's next?
What's next is on the fly contribution from Stanley over there. The 11 weirdest collaborations between rappers and non-rappers ever. That was last updated in March of 2018. All right, let's.
I'm excited to hear this one.
Hold on, we have to answer a survey question. before we read the content. In the last 2 months, did you have a telemedicine visit with any of the No.
Wait. Did we have a what?
Telemedicine visit.
I had a telehealth.
Did not.
Same.
Next. Virtual time. No, I did not. I told you I didn't. Skip the survey. There we go. That's better.
Yeah.
Fuck your survey, motherfucker.
Right.
We got time for this shit.
All right, so number one on
Commercials
this
and
list,
surveys.
top of this list was the one that you guys were talking about. Bone Thugs and Harmony and Phil Collins doing
Oh
Home.
my God.
We're not going to play it because of the fucking copyright laws. Fuck them too. And housing codes. Fuck off. Seatbelt laws. Let's go.
In case you don't know the story, Bone Thugs decided to sample Phil Collins' Take Me Home as a rap called Home, except Phil Collins was totally on board with it and ended up singing the chorus live himself for them. Bone Thugs thought Phil Collins was so cool that they gave him his own nickname, Chrome Bone. You know, because he's bald.
That's cute. I like that.
Nelly and Tim McGraw doing Over and Over.
I remember
like
that
that
one.
I never liked that song.
Country
I
rap
understand.
crossovers
That sentence
just
made no
don't
sense
work,
to me.
especially on songs like Nelly and Tim McGraw's Over and Over that are so incredibly repetitive and banal. Or banal. The phrase
Banal.
over and over again repeats.
You'll go back to Clover over and over.
That's not the song.
Oh.
An incredible 21 of the 72 lines of lyrics, or 29% of the song, is just over and over again.
And I keep playing in my head over and over again.
That's it.
Over and over. I don't like the song. I know it, but I don't like it.
Number 3.
Anytime I ever pass a town called Andover.
Oh, this gonna end over here.
And
Or
over
no, in
and
that, but
over
whatever.
and over and over. And I think it's fucking hilarious, and I'll do it until we pass Andover. My wife wants to kill me. I also
Yes,
say
you
road
are.
signs.
Third song on our list is Wyclef Jean and Willie Nelson to All the Girls I've Loved Before.
How did that song go?
I don't remember that.
Well, the original one would have been To All the Girls I've Loved Before. So I would
There are
imagine
many
it's probably
sheep that I've
similar.
loved more. What?
Let's see.
Oh.
Wow. Wyclef's really into country music because the number 4 song on the list is Wyclef Jean and Kenny Rogers doing the Gambler remix.
I don't remember that one either.
I know. I'm like, what? I don't know that song. Somebody sing it.
On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere.
With the core, you got to know when to hold 'em,
When to hold 'em,
know when to fold 'em,
when to fold 'em,
know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table,
There'll be
time enough for counting
when the dealing's done.
That's right.
Next up at number 5, we've got Eminem and Elton John. The song was called Stan.
I think everybody remembers that.
Well, I kind of like that. I mean, hey, what's
No,
the
but I think
song?
it's very odd. You're right. It took the nation was just like, what's going, like both casual fans of Eminem, hardcore fans of Eminem, casual fans of Elton John, hardcore fans of Elton John. Okay. Only two of those groups interlope, and that's the casual fans. Because no hardcore Elton John fan is a casual Eminem fan, and no casual wherever I was is the other thing, right? And so it's a casual fans thing, which is most people. Most people are casual fans of Eminem. That you've heard an Eminem song. If you fucking hate Eminem, you've heard an Eminem song that's stuck in your head.
Yeah.
But most people kind of like Eminem. There's that rebellion. There's that that white self-hatred that we all have that kind of like comes out. And you're like, okay, and then yeah, them too. And
but they called their song Stan.
No, but what Stan was written before that. Stan was.
I just hey, what's your song? Stan.
Stan. That
Bob.
Stan was a collaboration with what's her name? What's her name?
I don't know. My song is Bob.
He's not calling off my door, and I don't need
Dido.
on my window. Dido.
Yeah.
The original song was with Dido.
Okay.
And then Elton John sang Dido's part.
Okay.
I think on SNL and in concert several times.
So
what song I miss is both
Tom's Diner.
I was walking with my finger stuck in my pussy and my
That's
teeth.
not how it goes.
What?
That's not how it goes.
That's what I hear. I don't know. I don't know where your sick brain goes.
Then there's
Tom's Diner.
number 6 is Busta Rhymes and Linkin Park. We Made It.
Oh, I like them.
You love me some Busta Rhymes.
I like both, but I don't remember the song.
I actually feel a little bit bad for this next one.
Well, what is it?
Well, like we all know that Paul McCartney's daughter is Stella. And we all know that John Lennon's boys are Julian and the other one. Come on, that was funny.
I didn't.
It's funny that you went Julian and the other one.
It's Julian and the other one. Anyway.
I didn't know the names of the kids.
I feel it's Sean Lennon. The next one is Wu-Tang Clan and George Harrison's son.
Not even his name, just his kids.
And it's The Heart Gently Weeps, which is a George Harrison song. My guitar gently weeps. But they don't even bother to put his name in parentheses here.
That's fucked up.
And by
put
the way,
his name and put who he is in parentheses.
But it goes on to mention his name, and it is Donnie with a.
Because nobody fucking knows who Donnie Harrison is. I mean, not for nothing, but he hasn't done anything up to this point.
People will be like, "Who's this guy?"
Well, it's Dhani. It's Donnie Harrison. It's kind of known, but I just think it's fucked up that in the headline they just said George Harrison's son. Number 8 is LL Cool J and Elmo.
Wait, what?
LL Cool J and Elmo on the Edition Expedition.
Wait, was this on like
dude, that was the jam. 1, 2, 3 women have hairy vaginas. 4, 5, 6. That might not have been how it went.
Number 9 is Puff Daddy and Sting. I'll be missing you.
Yep.
Yep. That was pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was also terrible, but
I love it.
That's
10 is Tammy Wynette and KLF, Justified and Ancient.
Don't know that one.
I think I remember that.
Can you say it one more time? I didn't hear.
Remember EMF?
Tammy Wynette and KLF, Justified and Ancient.
EMF had a song called Unbelievable. Whoa!
You know who does an awesome cover of that song, right?
Who? Maddie?
The Bastards?
No. Tom Jones.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
The old British guy. And it's not really a cover because he does it with them in concert.
Holy shit.
The recording was actually from Sandra Bernhard used to have a show on HBO.
I remember that. And
they did it live on her show one night. It's a fantastic recording. They sound great together. And Tom Jones is just ultimate Vegas lounge singer. And like,
I wanted to fuck Sandra Bernhard so goddamn bad. The problem was I think my dick would have fit between the gap in her teeth. That is both a comment on the gap in her teeth and the size of my penis.
I I can't guarantee with anything you just said. I just can't disagree with anything you just said.
Sandra
There's
Bernhardt
this
looks
thing-
like she smells like Newports.
Ew,
And Old English.
that's
No,
lovely.
no, it can't be. No, not Newports.
There's this thing-
Marlboros.
There's this like it's like this old sexual attraction thing that like women have a gap in their teeth are more sexually desired than those who don't for men. Yeah, no, it's like there's like actual research done on this.
Well, I think that speaks to the fact that imperfection.
I think it's because of
something
the
that's sticking
gap,
out-
so it
sticking out
means
for
that they're
men.
good at sucking dick.
Nah, I've never had that specific idea, but
Means she ain't got much to lose if you punch her in the teeth.
but like a fairly hot chick that's got something that's like really kind of off, like one tit much bigger than the other one, or you know, like a lazy eye, you know, that can be
Or she's like fucking missing a pinky. Oh god.
right,
Or like a 5-head.
or just a piece of it, right? Just a piece of it,
That's right. Just a little
Like-
piece of the pinky.
like Daryl Hannah. It's actually,
right.
I think it's her ring finger that got blown off. So number 11 to end up our list is actually a song that I really like, because I like to rap the MC Scat Cat part from MC Scat Cat and Paul Abdul and Opposites Attract.
Wait, that's the end of the list?
Yep.
I thought Lil Nas
Are they
X and Billy
considering
Ray
that a
Cyrus
rap?
were going to be on this
It was
list.
2018. Was
Yeah.
2018 was the
Scat Cat
Didn't
was
that come out in 2018?
Scat Cat was the rapper. He did in the album cut of the song. You rarely hear it on the radio. They usually don't play the version on the radio.
Yeah.
Has the
Yeah.
MC Scat Cat bit in it. He actually sings half the verses, and then there's a rap about mid song for the bridge.
I don't think I remember. I remember the video.
Yeah, with the cartoon cat. Yeah,
Yeah.
And then he actually raps.
Paula
yeah.
Abdul
While the
was-
cartoon, he was rapping while the cartoon cat was
I had a-
giving her oral sex.
I had a major
Remember that?
crush on Paula Abdul.
It's like that early '90s rap that it was
Yeah.
just kind of like this. You know, it was,
Probably why I forgot it.
Wait, what is that song that I'm thinking of? It's from the 90s. It's this big, it was a hip hop song. And the woman who's singing, and then there's a guy rapping. But in the music video, they did not put the woman who's actually singing in the video because she was fat. So they replaced her with a
that's
skinny
ed-
woman.
that's everything from
Factory.
CNC Music Factory.
Okay.
The girl on the album cover was a cute little girl, had a little bubble butt. But the lady who actually sang all of the female parts on the album was one of the Weather Girls. Do you remember the Weather Girls?
It's raining
Yes,
men.
it's
Yes.
Raining Men. Yeah.
One of
Oh,
It's
one of
raining
one of
men.
the one of the Weather Girls was the female voice in CNC Music Factory.
I'm eating them.
I love how I'm just like, I described this
Amen.
thing and you're like, oh, this is what you're talking about.
Well, you know, that's who we are. So that rounds out our list of rappers who worked with weird white people.
All right, let's dig
Wait,
into some
so when
fucking
did
TikToks.
what the fuck is the name of the song?
Opposites attract.
No, Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus. What the hell is the name of the song? I can't remember. When did that come out? I thought that was like 2018. Was it 2019 then?
I
Because
don't
I
know.
would have thought that would have been on the list.
Well, obviously not. We didn't write the fucking list. We're just literally looking for shit from the internet.
When did it come out?
I don't
What?
know.
What are we
Do
talking?
some research and we'll do
The
the Lil
song
Nas,
that-
the Lil Nas X. I feel like that's recently, like that's
Yeah.
within. It's 2022 almost.
Yeah.
But the
I-
song.
No, I feel like it's a 2020. That's a 2020. That's 2020 guaranteed. I don't have access to Google right now, but
I'm not looking.
we don't
I
need
do.
it because I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're telling us what?
No, it's 2020.
Okay. And are
I'm
we
looking it up.
are we ready for some TikTok nonsense?
I am ready for some TikTok nonsense.
Here we go.
What is this?
In life for 400, please.
In common law, the age of this signaling adulthood
It was
is presumed to
2019.
be 14 in boys and 12 in girls. Tom,
Old
what
Town
is
Road.
the age of consent? No.
In life for 400.
The play.
I saw
Did you?
that shit.
Oh, you saw that one?
I saw that
Okay.
shit on my For You page. I saw that. The first thing that comes to his mind is consent. Jail.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna have to hold on tight. This looks like it's a short one that's gonna roll by on us if we don't catch it.
Yeah, you got to pay attention.
All right, here we go.
Hey Brad, it's starting to get dark out. Can you go turn the snowman on?
I can try.
Hey Brad,
He's
it's dark out.
dancing in front of the inflatable snowman for those listening at home, and it was very funny. In cowboy boots,
I
and
have
very
always
short.
loved that joke.
Like, that's commitment right there. 'Cause it's probably cold out and shit.
Dark out. Can you
Yeah, but no, you people always do shit like that in the cold.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. That's a you.
No,
people
it's
thing.
true. There's
No,
always.
I don't
No,
get
this,
cold.
listen, this
There's
next
always
kid,
that
this
white
this
guy
next
that
kid's
walks
very,
around
very
with
brave.
fucking 15 degrees out, and he's got some fucking shorts on outside.
Hang on, because please, this next kid is very, very brave. He's opening up about a very sensitive subject. So just let's pay attention, okay?
The 3 things that I learned
It's very-
from having sex with my teacher. For a lot of guys, this is a dream come true, and it was a reality for me. So I just wanted to share the experience and what I learned from it. Okay, number 1. It's a myth that you're going to be the guy. Despite what the movies and TV shows say, you're not going to get high fives from all your friends. In fact, for me, a lot of my friends got very distant from me after it happened. Number 2, just because he says he's a qualified sex ed teacher doesn't mean he is. In hindsight, I should have trusted my gut that Mr. Robinson was probably an English teacher for a reason. Okay, and lastly, homeschooling is overrated. 3 things that I learned from having sex with my
Wow, that one left real fast.
Oh wow! It's like it started to creep downhill, and then all of a sudden,
Full.
there was no stopping it.
Yeah.
Just like the comments, it just gets worse and worse and worse.
I feel like I just sent that one though. So that's Oh no, I just sent this one.
I got some sake for the holidays. Heating up in the microwave. It is an ancient Japanese tradition to microwave your sake. It was started in Hiroshima, perfected in Nagasaki.
Oh,
wow!
I just got some sake for the holidays. Heating up in the microwave.
That's
I love this kid. I want to talk to this kid.
The second top comment says in all caps, advanced humor.
it is.
Wow.
I'm going to send that to my dad.
Yeah, your dad might like that joke. Yeah.
Yes, he would.
Is your dad racist too?
Yeah.
I just got some sake for the holidays.
So yeah, wow. Ah,
That's a good note to end on, I guess.
probably. Yeah.
All right. Well, this is C Block, so it's the day after Christmas. So we will
Boxing
see
Day.
Yeah, Boxing Day. We'll see you for the New Year's episode, and that'll be fun. And
Go box some bitches.
So
go ahead. What's
real
that?
quick before I shut it down, we might as well have this meeting with everybody. What kind of a New Year's show are we going to do? Is it going to be like Maddie Rock Depp's Rockin' Eve, or are we going to do a horrible tribute to Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve?
Yes. Yes, we are. Why don't you go ahead and write? Why don't you go ahead and write that?
Now that you mention it, that's a good idea.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and move?
You should do a countdown of like the 10 stupidest things that happened in 2021.
And then when we post A Block next week, we'll tell people what time they have to start the podcast for the countdown to work.
Are you going to be able to follow a clock? It's like his video. His video is probably like a what? Follow what? I thought you'd just time it and tell him after.
Listen, no, here's the thing. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Well, then
you just take the time, subtract it.
Like we'll figure out what time they have to start it based on what I end up with at the end.
Right, because it's just a block.
Right.
It's not the whole show.
Right.
But if you want to try and follow a clock,
well,
we can do like a preemptive strike with like the fallback plan. We can do like both.
Yeah. Okay.
So all right.
Something out.
That was a good idea. I'm glad you decided to write that. That's good.
Okay.
We're gonna. All right, Mike, why don't you go ahead and bring us home, man?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
From everyone here at the Media Virus Podcast, on behalf of the sabbatical-bound Doc, Juliet Everett, Stanley McFadden, and our fearless leader, Maddie Rockteff, I am Professor Mike Latoris. This has been the Media Virus Podcast, and we will see you next week when you can call us again at 646-VIRUS-01, or you could call us now, or somewhere in between. 1-646-VIRUS-01. Leave us a message. Talk to us if we answer. You know, things happen. We'll see you next week. It's been real.
Thought we were taking a break.
And we're clear.
Awesome.
Gesundheit.
Thanks.
I know I get a little freaky when you talk over me, but you totally could have sneezed through something I just did. I'd have called you out, but I'd have loved it because your sneeze would have ended up in there everywhere forever. Which, since I'm still recording, it's still May.
It's probably not the best time to sneeze.
average A block. What is what 20 half an hour, 29 minutes
ballpark? Yeah.
All right.
That's
what we should do. We should have a countdown clock. And do it that way. That way, there's that spontaneity of, oh God, it's time. Unless I just completely
timer would be good.
Plow over it,
and then I have to figure out where the commercial. I'll figure out a way to put the commercial at the end. You know, because I have to put when we break into blocks like this, I have to put the ad at the front end.
Yeah.
There's a way I can do it on the back end.
Has your guys' listening, has it gone up at all? Can you check your insights and stuff?
I think our metrics are a little screwy because we're available on so many platforms that actually download once from Anchor and then play from their platform.